My parents chose a wedding over my dying son, and the moment I realized it, my chest tightened as if the air itself had been stolen, because nothing could have prepared me for the magnitude of their indifference, the way they prioritized celebration, social appearances, and a frivolous sense of tradition over the life of their grandchild, a child whose breathing was labored, whose tiny hand needed my grasp, and whose presence demanded every ounce of love, care, and attention that family should provide. And yet, in their eyes, the wedding trumped a life teetering on the edge of mortality. I remember standing in the hospital room, the sterile smell of disinfectant mixing with the faint scent of my son's fever, monitors beeping a relentless reminder of time slipping away, and wondering how anyone could be so callous, so unfeeling, as to attend a celebration while my child fought for each breath, his fragile body dependent on the care and presence of the people who should have loved him most. The nurse tried to comfort me, gently reminding me that I was doing everything possible, but the pain of betrayal ran deeper than physical fatigue or fear of loss. It was the piercing recognition that the people who raised me, who taught me love, compassion, and family values, had abandoned those principles when it mattered most, and that realization left a void that no amount of explanation, apology, or tears could ever fill. I made the decision then and there that forgiveness was impossible, that their absence, their choice, and their disregard for the gravity of the moment had irrevocably altered the fabric of our relationship, because love is measured in action, and when action fails, words are hollow, and I would not let their failure define my son's worth or my own principles. Instead, I focused entirely on him, holding his hand, whispering encouragement, recounting stories, and pouring every ounce of energy into making him feel safe, loved, and cherished, despite the absence of the very people who should have been there. And in those moments, I realized that family is not defined by proximity or shared history alone, but by presence, care, and the willingness to prioritize what truly matters, even when inconvenient, uncomfortable, or socially inconvenient. Over the next days, I watched him fight, supported by doctors, nurses, and friends who understood the importance of presence, love, and advocacy, and I became fiercely protective, fiercely aware that the absence of my parents only amplified my responsibility, my vigilance, and my determination to ensure that every possible measure was taken to preserve his life, dignity, and comfort. The incident left scars, not just on my heart, but on the dynamic of our family, creating a permanent boundary that could never be crossed, a reminder that betrayal by those closest to you can never be forgotten, only acknowledged and used as motivation to uphold one's own values, integrity, and priorities. And in the end, I realized that while my parents' choice had exposed their indifference, it had also revealed my own strength, capacity for love, and ability to rise above neglect, placing my child's needs above all else, proving that the measure of family is not what they give in words or rituals, but what they give in presence, action, and unwavering commitment when life itself hangs in the balance. That night, holding my son as he slept, I felt a profound clarity. Forgiveness may be impossible, but love, courage, and devotion can flourish in their absence, creating bonds stronger than disappointment, more enduring than neglect, and infinitely more powerful than the hollow priorities of those who fail to recognize the true meaning of family.